Police have raided properties belonging to businessman Calvin Mathibeli, and he now joins us for more. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Mathibeli. Thanks very much for your time. What have you been told? How did your business premises get to be raided?
Thank you very much for your... Basically, I just got the information this morning that there are police that arrived. They've got a search warrant. So the search warrant speaks about, they saying that they've got an informer that informed them that they had for a long time deployed in my company, tell them that I've got illegal firearms, I'm doing wrong things around tenders and whatnot, and therefore they are there to seize document. They've since opened a case. Well, I don't know what the case is all about because it was for the first time I hear about it today. But from what I've got, I've then checked that the search warrant, and indeed they've got it. But what is very strange is that among the things that they are doing is that they are saying that they are there to inspect unlawful or illegal firearms. I can tell you now that police didn't find any illegal firearms or whatsoever, or any of the allegations they've made on their search warrant. However, strangely enough, a continuation of what has been happening for 5 years to 6 years, including what happened on the 13th of February last month. They seized firearms. They are opening a vault. Reason being, they are sending them to ballistics. So basically, that's what happens.
So you have no legal firearms, you say, and what about the tenders?
I don't even know. I mean, I just got surprised that they said there's a tender fraud that is apparently I'm being investigated for. I've never done any tender fraud, and therefore I can't say much about that because I don't know even the merits of. But as a director of the company, I've never participated in any tender fraud. I can put my head on the block. But also, what you must understand is that there are a lot of things that happened in the past. These police were supposed to assassinate me on the 19th of December with fraudulent warrant of arrest. Had I died, I wasn't able to be talked to. I wasn't going to be able to tell the world what I've been subjected to for a number of years. That attempted assassination failed. You know, after the assassination failed, they brought police on the 7th of January in my Durban head office to come and do inspection of my firearms. Those police, they spent more than 4 hours doing inspection. They found nothing wrong. Then there was a second again on the 13th, which came today. They took 14 firearms. We don't know where those firearms are. We don't know the reason. We don't even know who are those people, where they're coming from. But later than that, they then went and opened a case after they've done more than multiple attempts to raid my offices unlawfully so.
Now, previously, you have blamed the police in KZN, in particular, the provincial commissioner, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. But today's raid not only took place in KZN, but in the provinces of Limpopo and Gauteng as well.
While it's a national operations, but the truth, one day the world will know, or South Africa will know what we are dealing with. But I'll expose the truth because I have the truth of me, who are behind this thing. I mean, I'll tell you one thing, Budvuyo, is that before this raid happened, a guy who owned a security company in Gauteng called Matla Security, who has been harassing me, intimidating, one of those construction mafias. The guy knew about this operation. He even shared with some of his subordinates that he's working with police to make sure that they eliminate me from the game. So I'm saying this thing is a continuation. Police are being used by our business competitors. I'm saying that I've got evidence, I'll back it up, of what is happening. So here you've got a unity of convenience of people meeting from different provinces, trying so hard to fabricate lies, because you look at how much attempts they've made about me for years. I mean, 2019, similar murderous operant happened. My firearms were taken. 2020, it happened. 2023, hence I've got a lawsuit of 15 million in court against the police in KZN and police. So the attempt started late last year. I mean, one of my clients will have called me into a meeting to tell me that this same Matla company, he said to my client that if I don't, if I subcontract him, he will make sure that the police get off my back. I've got the evidence to that extent. So this is a battle of police being used by our business competitors.
Now, you've just repeated something you said previously, where you've also said that you work hard for everything you've got, whereas Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is just a police official and an ice boy being used by the taxi and security company owners. Now, the evidence you have, or you say you have, what does it say about how police are being used by your competitors, and to what end?
Let me say this to you. These guys who own security companies, they are working very close with police. In fact, the guy who owned Matla Security, he was a police officer at some point. During his time of service, he was arrested for doing wrong things, including the heist, using police cars. So somehow he still have a control of the system within the policing. So all these things are fabricated by the syndicate that has captured the police in what they are doing. That's what is happening here. I mean, I'm saying they went to my client to tell my client that if I want my problems to go away, I have to subcontract them. There are some people.
But why would they have such, your business competitors that is, such a hold on the police? What do they have against them, or what do the police top brass have to gain out of all of this?
Well, of course, they've got the agreement and the arrangements that they have. I mean, really, police must answer. What is it that they benefit to even share investigation information about cases or whatsoever, to fabricate cases against someone on the basis that on the basis of someone giving them false information, for that matter. I'm saying now, I've never done any tender fraud. I'm not a fraudster, I'm a businessman. I've worked hard for you. When I started this business in 2005, I was a street hawker selling on the street. I started my business 500 Rand 21 years ago. 21 years ago when I started the business. There are those people that allows you. They look at you when you are working hard, trying something, but immediately the business starts to be successful. Their modus operandi is to do what? Is to now capture your business, threaten your life, threaten your family, and threaten many other things so that they can be able to have their share of what they've witnessed you building a brick over brick over brick over a number of years. When you're still building, you look like an idiot. But once you start to be successful, they target you.
Now, you still have the 15 million rands lawsuit against the SAPS in KwaZulu-Natal, but of course, recently the courts reprimanded you and asked you to stop defaming the Provincial Commissioner on social media. What do you intend doing now on the back of what actually happened today, which you are adamant is a continuation of what has been going on?
Okay, let me address the one of the 15th of, the judgment that General Mkhwanazi got. I did appeal the judgment, and I've got my reasons of the appeal. I don't lie. Let me tell you one thing, I don't lie. When I say something, I say it. I can pick it up, right? Regarding today, my lawyers are busy. I'm seeking a legal opinion. They will have to act on this matter because it's a continuation. I've got letters we have since sent to ministers of police from Begitele to everyone up to date. Police never responded to our letters. Hence, we opted to go to the court. We have reported a lot of wrong things that are happening in KZN, or in policing in particular, based on the recent attacks that one has. But more than anything, for the past 5 years, we've been reporting for the past 5 years. Police have never done. What people see now is what I've suffered for 5 years or to 6 years. It's not new. But on this current today, It's a continuation. And however, what I'm saying to you is that I'm seeking a legal opinion. As the legal expert, they will advise of a way forward. But I can tell you now that this is abuse of power. This comes from after, again, police conducted unlawful operations in my premises. Then to cover themselves. But you remember there was also a media statement made that apparently I'm calling for police to investigate me. And immediately after that, cases were opened, things happened to me. You know, there are a lot of things that have been happening immediately after that statement. So it's still the abuse of power by police in particular. And they lie to public. They say they don't know me. While we've got a lawsuit, a pending lawsuit in court. They lie to public, they claim that they don't know me. How come you don't know me? While some of the same police, there was tenders advertised by Department of Health in KZN, where they called officials, they questioned officials, why is my company shortlisted in those tenders? That was in 2014. So it's not new. What is happening is a continuation of the abuse of power by police in South Africa. I've done nothing wrong to anyone. I even keep on my ass, what have I done? But you know what? I'm a God's plan, and who's fighting me is fighting God's purpose.
I'm keen to know what you're, in the context, obviously, of that appeal that you say you are going to do, but what your lawyers tell you about what you regard as lies versus what the court asked you to do, which was to remove, delete, and retract defamatory and extremely damaging statements that will cause irreparable harm to Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi. What have your legal representatives told you about that particular part of what you are engaged in or contesting?
Okay, first thing first, we spoke about the agency on the matter. The matter was not urgent. We didn't argue the facts and whatever that was said. We argued, you know why we argued agents? The media reported about the fraudulent warrant of arrest that took place that when they wanted to assassinate me. That was in December. It was reported, it was already in the media. Then General Mkhwanazi did nothing about that in December. It has been in the media. A lot of media houses reported, you know, but why is it an agent now? Our argument is that if General Mkhwanazi is saying that what we are saying we are lying, can we then file? He must serve us with the summons. We must respond. He must not gag me. He must not silence me. You know, he went to court to silence me, not to argue what I'm saying. So that's our argument, to say the court, this matter was not urgent. Allow us, let him serve us the papers. Let us produce the evidence that we have to back this thing. We have the evidence, you know, we have that evidence. But more than anything, again, Vuyo, the fact of the matter is that bad things are happening in KZN, they're happening, police have been abused. I must say this, there are a lot of rogue operations happening in KZN. I've got evidence to support that.
Okay.
I've got a lot of evidence to support that. I'm not lying, I'm not a liar, I've never lied, and I don't lie for that matter. Hence we're saying, serve us with the papers. Let us give you the evidence. Okay. So that you must explain to this so-and-so company, security company, how do you relate to this company?
Calvin Mathibeli, let me thank you very much.
Owners, how do you relate to these taxi owners? What is your relationship? That's all we want. Let him give us that information. I mean, let him serve us. Let us go to the court and argue the merits of the case. Not that he must be, then I must be silenced to speak. I've been silent for more than 6 years. This is not new. I've been silent for more than 6 years. When the power of the police is abused by our competitors
to target us. I've been silent. We've been sending several letters to all ministers of police. They never, to date, all these incidents that took place, the three incidents or the two previous incidents, Minister of Police never said anything.
Okay.
Hence, we said we are willing to go and testify on these matters.
Okay. Calvin Mathibeli, let me thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. Mr. Mathibeli, whose premises in KwaZulu-Natal, but also in Gauteng and Limpopo were raided today, all of which he thinks is a continuation of the harassment, years of harassment that he has had to endure, and he is challenging this, of course, in the courts. We